title, the Owl of the Hidden Night. They called it Tenochtitlan's Shadow, the city of stone rising from the lake, where priests read the language of omens and the people watched the sky for signs. In those days, the air tasted of copal smoke and cornmeal. The sun carved bright lines across the temples by day, and at night the city listened. Isel was a scribe's apprentice, small, quick-fingered, and forever curious. He copied glyphs on a paper, learned the songs of the stars, and swept the temple steps at dawn. The elders spoke often of Mictlan, the land below, and of the dark messengers that crossed between worlds. Among those messengers, they said, an owl carried truth that men were not always ready to hear. One October, when the lake lay thin and a cough moved like a rumor through the alleys, Isel saw an owl where none should be perched high upon the stone of the east-facing temple. It was not the ordinary brown bird hunters brought in traps. This owl's feathers were like night itself, soft black with a faint sheen its eyes, two coins of polished obsidian that swallowed torchlight. When Isel climbed the temple steps that night, the city held its breath. Markets had closed. Even the children were indoors. The owl turned its head and fixed him with those dark eyes. For a long moment, no sound moved. Then, as if the city exhaled, the creature let out a single, low call, one that seemed to echo not from the temple, but from deep wells and long-forgotten caves. The high priest heard it too. He untied his ceremonial sash and called for Isel. "You saw it," the priest said, voice folded with age. "Things cross the veil tonight. Watch and learn, boy. Watch and learn well." That night the owl did not fly away. It hopped from ledge to ledge, and the priest followed, then Isel, then a small band of the curious. The owl moved with slow purpose, never once startled by the torchlight. It led them past murals of feathered serpents and suns, down into a stair that wound under the temple, an entrance older than the current stonework, half swallowed by roots. The air below smelled of old earth and something else, salted tears or dried blood. Isel could not say. The torchlight revealed carvings on the walls, jaguars with closed mouths, rivers that turned into hands. At the chamber's center sat an obsidian mirror, polished so dark it looked like a hole where light should be. The owl alighted on its rim and watched. The high priest whispered the old verses. The obsidian reflected a face that was not the priest's alone. It shimmered with village faces, hands holding offerings, children laughing, a thirsty market. And then, in a blink, the mirror showed a shadow sickness spread like a dark stain across those same faces. The owl blinked once. Its beak tapped the glass, and the tapping sounded to Isel like a heartbeat and a warning. "Young scribe," the priest said, voice small, "the owl is not just a bird tonight. It bears a choice. The mirror shows what may be, a sickness that takes those who do not change, or a turning that saves them. The owl asks, who will go to the lakes and call the old seeds back? Who will carry the corn to the hungry? Who will light more fires for the healers?" Isel's stomach turned. Fear sat heavy, but something else rose in answering heat like a good fever. He remembered the market faces, his mother's hands, the cough that sounded like a small bell. The owl cocked its head as if listening for his answer. He stepped forward. "I will," he said, voice barely steady. "I will carry the seed. I will run to the villages on the far shore. I will learn the words the mirror shows." The owl folded its wings. For a moment its obsidian eyes softened, as though the stone had held a reflection of his courage. Then, in the hush of that underground chamber, it spread its wings and rose light as a breath. It did not fly away into the night. Instead, it passed through the mirror. The surface trembled, and like a ripple over still water, the reflection of the owl burned bright and then faded. When Azel emerged into the cool dawn, the city was waking. The high priest handed him a small carved vessel seeds wrapped in a feather. "Go and teach," the priest said. "Teach the turning the owl showed." Azel ran. He ran to the lakes, to the farmers, to the houses where old women knew secret songs. He listened. He learned the recipes for soups that warmed tired lungs. He taught how to plant seeds in the cracked earth and how to mix herbs the healers called for. He carried word and grain and the strange calm the owl's eyes had given him. Whether the cough left the city like a retreating tide or only lessened, the elders argued in years to come. But everyone agreed on one strange thing. Where Azel walked, people mended faster, gardens returned, and neighbors shared food they had no reason to trade. And sometimes at night on the temple edge, someone would glimpse a black shape settle for a moment, watching the owl of the hidden night before it vanished between stars. The history of that owl grew into 1,000 little truths told by market women, carved on bones, sung under palms. Some claimed it was a messenger of the underworld. Others swore it was a spirit of protection. The priests etched new offerings, and children no longer feared the bird's call, but ran to see whether luck or warning came with it. And if you ever walk where ancient stone meets the lake and an owl meets the night, listen. You may hear a single low call, soft as a drum and old as weather. It may be a warning, or it may be a choice, to turn, to act, to carry seed and light to where darkness waits. If this tale pulled you in, like and subscribe. There are more nights, more owls, and more mysteries waiting to be told. Which country's ancient whispers should we follow next?